Hello, it's Rick with Phoneware. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the Accession desktop application, which is one of the components of Phoneware cloud-based telecom business telephone service. In order to use the Accession desktop service, you'll first need to have a subscription to Accession, and then to use it, you'll need your phone's direct telephone number, not your main number, but your phone's individual phone number, and your COM portal password. And before you can start using Accession, we'll need to log into the user COM portal and download it. So we can get into the COM portal either through the Phoneware website or through the direct link to the user COM portal there at the bottom. But we're going to go ahead and go through the website. So we're jumping over here to the website, log in, user COM portal, log in with my credentials. And we're going to go straight to downloads right here. And then we'll go to on your computer. Now, I've already downloaded it, so if I click here, it would start a new download, but I've already downloaded it and I don't want to have to wait the minute or so it's going to take for it to download. So we're just going to pretend that we've already downloaded it so we can jump through the actual installation process, okay? So you would just click here, or if you were on a Mac, you would click on the other link. If you had a Mac, this would be blue and this would be gray, but I'm on Windows, so it shows the link to the Windows version. So then we've already downloaded it here, so I'm going to click on the actual application. And so now it's going to run the installer. I can go ahead and close out of the user COM portal now. I'm actually done with that. And so we're now waiting for the Accession installer to finish running. So should come up here in just a moment. There we go. And so we'll just run through this process. Next, default file location is good. I want it to launch Accession when my computer starts and use Accession as my default client for phone calls and linked phone numbers. So I'll check all those, click install. And now we're just going to be waiting for the Windows installation process to complete here. It should take just a moment. Yes. And when this is done, click finish and it will launch Accession. So now the Accession app is going to launch here on my machine. It's thinking about it. There we go. And when Accession runs for the first time, the first thing you need to do is select a carrier. And since we are Phoneware, you want to go down to the P's and choose Phoneware right there. Click OK. Now you need to log in with your specific line and COM portal password again. So I'll put in my line and my password. Same password that I logged into the COM portal with a minute ago. And now the first time I've run Communicator, Accession Communicator, it's going to ask me to agree to the terms. And that's about it. Okay, so now it's running. There's a couple of other things that I'm going to want to change on Accession on my line here. So I'm going to run through those changes real quick and I'll explain what they are and then I'll show you more about what actually what everything is in Accession here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Tools, Options, and first of all I'm going to go to Calls and I'm going to turn on the Call Park feature. And I'll come back to this. I'm going to turn off direct calling in a minute and I'll explain what that does. I don't think there's any other features. Maybe I want to take a look at my audio settings. Okay, it's using my headset, so that's good. Although it's actually going to interrupt my recording here, so let's use a different microphone. Let's use the webcam mic. Okay. So we'll go ahead and close this out. And now, see, Accession can be used as a soft phone. I can use the Accession app in place of an actual desk telephone. So if I want to do that, I can actually put in my phone number here that I want to call. Oops. And hit enter. And I've just made this call now with Accession. I can put the call on hold, pick it back up again, hang up, transfer, etc. So you can actually use Accession as a soft phone. I personally don't use it this way. I use Accession as an add-on to my regular desk phone, and I'll show you how I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and set one other thing here. I'm going to go back to options again, and I'm going to turn off direct calling. So that means that Accession is no longer going to be used as an actual soft phone. I won't be able to use Accession as a phone, but it's just going to be an additional service that works with my desk phone. So once Accession comes back up again, now if I put in a phone number, it will actually make the call using my desk phone. And so it's just kind of an additional service for my desk phone. So if I go over here and I put in a phone number, oh, you know what, I should have changed one other thing. Cancel, tools, options. I want to, on calls, I want to always use my account phone. I don't want it to ask me like it just did. So now if I do that again, I put in a phone number, it's that number that I just selected, okay? So additionally, we have the ability to see other people's extension status. It's a Saturday as I'm recording this, so a lot of my people are on Do Not Disturb. If somebody was on the phone, we would see that here. And I can also chat with people. So if I go here, I can open up a chat window and I could chat with Greg. Um, I could also just call him directly by picking whichever extension I want to call. And again, it would call through my desk phone because I turned off direct calling. I can also chat with people um, outside of the outside of our network. I can actually send SMS messages here. This is an additional service, but if I wanted to send an SMS message to someone on their mobile phone, I can do that right here. Okay, I'm not going to bother him, but I can choose, which way I want to talk to the person using the chat option here. Can also access my voicemail, and it will pop this open, and I can actually read my messages because I have voicemail transcription, or I can play them, and they'll play through my speaker right now. So it's just a nice little additional feature to work alongside my phone. Again, I can see what people's status is. I could notify when Sean's available, and then when Sean comes back to his phone and does anything on his phone, I'll get a pop-up window telling me that he's available. So that's a handy feature in Accession Desktop. So that's about it. It's a very powerful tool that works along with our desk phones, or it can be used as its own phone all by itself. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks for watching.